Not everything in Panama, this beautiful paradise, is risk-free. There are some dangers. We don't have sharks, but around about January through May, the season for flowers coincides also with the season for jellyfish in the Pacific. The waters get colder and they arrive. And our otherwise very, very enjoyable Panama anyway. The flowers where we live are pretty much bloom year-round. And this is a sample of some of those flowers. We live inside of the Chagres National Park, just on the other side of the Continental Divide, so we're technically on the Caribbean side, not the Pacific side, and the fauna and flora are quite substantially different there. It's not as dry, and the flowers bloom all year round, and these impatiens are actually native to this part of the world, so you buy them in florists and garden centers, but we get them here anyway. This is the river right below our home, where we live in the Chagres National Park, and it's really quite a beautiful paradise. It has its own little dangers, one of them being snakes, but they really aren't that big a deal. They stay out of the way. And we have a variety of animals in our garden. At the bottom we have a sloth. She's actually got a baby, and then we have a whole bunch of little monkeys. Actually, they're Geoffroy's tamarins, but we call them monkeys. We feed them bananas, they like that. And they are very tame. They come right up onto our stoop or deck, and basically we enjoy them visiting and give them their bananas, and they come show us their babies. And of course, even the squirrels here eat bananas, not nuts. Yeah, go figure. Everything eats bananas. Then we have these birds, the toucans, which, well, anyway, they're not really songbirds as you'll hear. They make a terrible screeching, squawking sound. Not exactly beautiful, but they are beautiful birds, mind you. However, we have a variety of other really beautiful birds. Many species and types of tanager, and they come to our bird feeder every day and are the source of much amusement and beauty for us, as Jen and I sit and watch them eat the bananas we put out there. Once again, yeah, bananas. Everything eats bananas in this bottle, so do we. Anyway, they're beautiful coloured little birds, and you get different ones. These aren't all tanagers, obviously, but basically tanagers of all various colours and sorts. We certainly do get them. Anyway, we eventually get tired of the cool weather up in the mountains and the beautiful nature and the flowers and everything. We want dry heat, so we want the beach and the Pacific Ocean. So around about April we came to Coronado, which is where we have a home as well. And of course that coincides with the blossoming of all their bougainvilleas, which like dry heat, and that's the hottest, driest time of year. And as you can see, that's just absolutely gorgeous. Everywhere you look you have these beautiful colors, and even in our backyard, our garden is we don't have quite so many bougainvilleas, but others we do. So we come here to Coronado, and I'll show you the short video taken by drone of the general area, and you can see it's really a gorgeous place with long white sandy beaches, a protected bay, mountains in the background. Kind of reminds me of a combination of parts of Hawaii, like Kauai, and even parts of South Africa, like Plettenberg Bay. But anyway, so we come to this beautiful place to swim, and right next to us on the way to the beach is this complex, which, believe it or not, is just one family compound. There's a lot of rich people that have their homes here. Ours isn't anything quite like that. Anyway, so we head for the sea and the beach, but there's just this problem. Also coincides with the times that jellyfish are there, and well, that's not quite so nice. So we've devised normally we swim without any problems, but we've devised a way of dealing with that. We're still perfecting it. We've got long sleeve cotton t-shirts, and put those over on top, and maybe my wife uses gloves, and also these under her costume, and then we go swimming. Supposedly that's going to protect us from these horrible little jellyfish. Well, okay, I didn't tuck in my shirt. They swam up my shirt, and Yep, it was electrifying. Oh my goodness. I did a dance in the water. I couldn't get out fast enough. This is a stock photo because I didn't take a photo at the time, but that's more or less what it looked like. Actually, mine looked a little worse. But yeah, 3 weeks later, and it was still healing, so not exactly fun. Anyway, so we retreated to our pool in our area, our complex where we own a home. We have beautiful pools and gazebos and stuff like that. So basically what I would want to do is warn you that from about mid-February to mid-May, you're more likely to encounter jellyfish on the Pacific side of Panama. It's kind of touch and go. They're not always there. They tend to be there when there's winds blowing onshore, so that it actually kind of motivates them to go with the current and pool in the bays. You know, those nice bays that I showed you just now that we swim in. Well, guess what? We retreated to the pool area that I'm showing you now because, anyway, we will perfect our suit of armor. I'll remember, note to myself, tuck in my shirt, Jen did, and she wasn't stunned. I didn't. They swam up my front of my billowing t-shirt, and oh man, I don't want to repeat that again because I don't know how many of them got up there, but it felt like hundreds. Probably with only one or two, but all the same, they floated up there, and once trapped in there, they decided to, they panicked. They decided to teach me a lesson for trapping them. They thought they were trapped by a net or something, and I was not happy with the outcome, but I guess neither were they. So anyway, so we spent our time, the rest of our time at the pool, and then we headed home. We don't have any jellyfish here. There's in fact nothing in these waters that's dangerous. Just beautiful clean water. We don't even have human settlements, above us, upstream. So that water is as pristine and clear as it can be. In fact, in Panama and other places, you can buy water from the area we live in, bottled water at quite a premium. So here's the monkeys saying, "Hey, why are you back so soon?" Well, I showed them all my welts on my stomach, and they said, "Yeah, we know what that's like. We have these things called atomic fleas that attack us every now and then. You see us scratching and you laugh. Well, now you know what it feels like, eh?" Anyway, so the monkeys didn't give me any sympathy. So yeah, well, there we can go swimming in our beautiful river and waterfalls and pools, and even in lakes, and we don't have any of those problems. There's just no bad things there. Well, Panama, very beautiful. Definitely enough beauty for a lifetime, but there are a few risks, as you've seen. Anyway, if you can like this video and subscribe, that certainly keeps me motivated to keep making these, I suppose I could call them fancy beer commercials.